Welcome to our video on solving double-sided variable equations. If you take a look at this one, we have an x on both sides and we have a number on both sides. There are a couple different processes we can do. We need to eliminate one set of x's and one set of numbers. This first one, I'm going to keep the 7x on the left-hand side and eliminate the 3x. To do that, subtract 3x, subtract 3x. When I do that, 4x plus 5, those two cancel because 3 minus 3 is 0x. 0 times anything is 0. And if we add or subtract 0 from any other number, it doesn't change the value. So the 3x minus 3x cancels, equals negative 3. I'm going to subtract 5, because I'm trying to get a variable, the 4x, equal to a number on the other side. When I do this, if I add 5 and lose 5, they cancel. 4x is equal to negative 8. The opposite of multiply by 4 is divide by 4. Divide by 4. X is equal to negative 8 divided by 4. Well, 8 divided by 4 is 2. And a negative divided by a positive, negative 2. If I go back and substitute that negative 2 in, 7 times negative 2 would be negative 14, plus 5 would be negative 9. If I go back and put that negative 2 into the x over here, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, minus 3 is also negative 9. Negative 9 is equal to negative 9. If you get any other value for this x down here and you substitute it into the initial equation, it will not be the same number on each side, and therefore you know you've made a mistake. Second one. Take a moment, pause this. As we walk through this one, I now have a negative 4x on one side and negative 6x on the other side. This one I'm going to show you that it doesn't matter which way you went about this. In this one, to get rid of the negative 6x, I'm going to add 6x, add 6x. Now, if you tried this on your own by getting rid of the negative 4x, you will still get the same answer in the end, and I'll show you that with this one. Negative 4 plus 6, 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. Add 3, 2x is equal to 10. The opposite of multiply by 2 is divide each side by 2 to keep it balanced. X is equal to 5. Now, I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to show you that if you had, instead of eliminating the negative 6x right away, if you had eliminated the negative 4x, you would still get the same answer in the end. This time, I add 4x, because I'm sure some of you tried that. Add 4x. And when I do that, I get negative 3 is equal to negative 2x plus 7. The goal in algebra is a letter equal to a number or a number equal to a letter. Well, my left side I already have a number alone. My right side, I have a letter and a number. So I'm going to eliminate that 7. Subtract 7, subtract 7. And when I do that, if I lose 3 and lose 7 more, I've lost 10. The plus 7, the minus 7 cancels, equals negative 2x. Negative 2 times x. The opposite of multiply by negative 2, divide. Do it to the other side as well. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and a negative divided by a negative. 5 is equal to 2 divided by 2 is 1. A negative divided by a negative is a positive 1x. In algebra, we just write x. So, in one way that we solved it, we got x equals 5. In the second way we went through it, we get 5 equals x. In each one of these, when we have variables and numbers on both sides, the first step is really up to you. The only thing that's going to end up different is which side the variable is on and which side the number is on in the end. Last question. Take a moment, try to work this one out. You can either eliminate the negative 5x. If you did that, you would add 5x to both sides. Or you can eliminate the 3x, where you would subtract 3x from both sides. As we walk through this one, I'm going to show it the opposite order this time. I'm going to get rid of the negative 5x. Add 5x to keep it balanced. I do it to the other side of the equal sign. When I do that, negative 5 plus 5 cancels. 7 is equal to 8x minus 49. I'm going to add 49, and when I do that, I get 56 is equal to 8x, and those two cancel. I'm going to divide by 8, 7 is equal to x. If you went about it the opposite way, I'm going to this time eliminate the 3x. To eliminate the 3x, subtract 3x, and when I do that, negative 8x plus 7 is equal to negative 49. I have an x, I have a negative 49, well, I'm going to get rid of that 7. Subtract 7, negative 8x cancels is equal to negative 56. Divide by negative 8, divide by negative 8. The negatives cancel, the 8's cancel. X is equal to 56 divided by 8 is 7, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive 7. Couple different processes you can go through, but in the end, x is 7 or 7 is x. Thank you very much, and that concludes our video on solving equations with double-sided variables.